Major trade update. The New York Yankees have been linked to Tanner Scott, All-Star, Ohio native Tanner Scott, in a blockbuster deal that is going to revamp the bullpen. We're going to dive into it right here on Yankees Digest, bring you all things Yankees. But before we do that, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. We are closing in on 1,000 subscribers, and we are about to cross that hurdle, but we need you guys. That graphic here needs to be better. We need to get the non-subscribe down and the subscribe up. So subscribe to the channel. We are closing in on 1,000. Let's get there. Big game hunting. 1,000 subscribers right here on Yankees Digest, bringing you all things Yankees. But without further ado, let's dive right into it. Tanner Scott linked to the Yankees. There are numerous reports that have linked the all-star closer to the Yankees, and man, oh man, this is major. This is big. This is a move that was first reported here by my main man, John Heyman. Several teams are in pursuit of Scott: the New York Yankees, the Baltimore Orioles, the Philadelphia Phillies, Los Angeles Dodgers, Arizona Diamondbacks, and the Mariners. So stiff competition, but Yankees lead the way there. All right, and this is something that the bullpen is in need of. All right, saw the game last night. Game of the year, by the way. Shout out to Aaron Judge. Yankees pulled out a great game against the Boston Red Sox in extra innings. But if you've got a staunch bullpen, you're built for those type of games. And the Yankees can't make a living with what you saw last night. They can't make a living of 1 run or 2 run, extra inning games. They need a power bullpen, and they don't have that right now. They don't have enough swing and miss to get them to the promised land. And Clay Holmes, who has been up and down, leads the AL in blown saves, he needs help. Ian Hamilton, he's still hurt. They need a big-time arm. We've talked about Fairbanks from the Rays. He's in play. But to me, Scott is the guy. Scott is the guy that changes everything. Changes everything for your bullpen. It gives you stability. It gives you a power arm. It gives you swing and miss. He becomes your closer day one. He does. He becomes your closer. Clay Holmes then moves to the 8th inning. And Hamilton, when he gets back to the 7th inning, I'm telling you, Scott changes everything for the Yankees. He is your closer on day one. And, it wasn't just Heyman that reported it. It wasn't just Heyman. It was also my main man Josh Wilson of Sports Illustrated. It's stiff competition. The Orioles are in Orioles and Yankees, they seem to be the cream of the crop fighting for the services of Tanner Scott. And Brian Cashman needs to get it going. He needs to get it done. It's just that simple. He needs to get this done, because the last thing you want is for the Orioles, and we'll get to the ops later, but the last thing you want is for your competition to get better. You're trying to win the AL East. You're trying to win the AL pennant. You're trying to win the World Series pennant. And bullpen is the way to go. The Jazz Chisholm trade was everything. Shout out to my homegirl Gabby right here on the network. She broke that news yesterday. But you got to keep it going. You did business with the Marlins once. Do business with them again. Derek Jeter, make some calls. This is a move that is a no-brainer. It makes your team better day one. He becomes your starter. He becomes your closer, and he just makes the road to finishing games easier. Because I got agita every single time Clay Holmes is out there. And yeah, he had the good stuff last night. Big reason why the Yankees pulled out that game of the year against the Red Sox. But I would feel a lot better if I had a guy that I know has swing and miss. And that is something that is invaluable. That's something that you can't teach. That's something that goes a long way to winning postseason games. You look at all those championship teams, the dynasty years, when the Yankees have been at their best, they've had a dominant, not an okay, not a decent, a dominant bullpen. They don't have that right now. They got a lot of question marks, including Clay Holmes. Scott changes that. He cleans that right up. And if you don't believe me, let's dive right into the numbers. Numbers on the board, just like Pusha T. I put numbers on the board. Let's dive into these numbers real quick for Tanner Scott. Because if you don't believe me, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And there you have it. There you have it. A 1.18 ERA. That's something you can't teach. That's something you can't teach. Swing and miss. This guy's an all-star. He's not a middle of the road or up and down. No. He's a bona fide all-star. So is Clay Holmes, but he's had his struggles. And again, he leads the AL, leads Major League Baseball in blown saves. This guy right here changes that. Give me those 53 strikeouts. Give me that 1.18 ERA. Are you kidding me? Give me a dominant back-end guy that now teams they got to change their whole strategy. They're playing a 7-inning game. They're playing an 8-inning game because they know, man, Yankees have a 1 or 2 run lead. With this guy on the mound, those numbers, they don't lie. That is what you are looking for in a closer. And again, Clay Holmes isn't giving you that right now. Yes, he was an all-star. I keep saying it, blue in the face, but he's not better than Scott. He's not giving you that swing and miss. He's a high contact. You have a high contact closer right now. Things can go awry when that sinker isn't located. It's a completely different story. You're getting strikeouts. You're getting swing and miss. You're getting dominance. And that is what I want in my closer. I don't want to be on the edge of my seat. I want to be like, okay, I know he's not Mariano Rivera. Then again, who is? You're not going to play Enter Sandman when he walks into the stadium. But you mean tell Boone and Yankee Nation, all of us here, we are going to sleep a lot better if we know that the Yankees acquired this guy from the Marlins, and the ninth inning is lock, stock, and barrel. That's what you're looking for. And Scott provides that for you, and he just makes your bullpen better day one. And before we wrap this one up right here, hit that like button. Hit that like button. And again, hit that subscribe button. Again, we need to get these numbers up. We need to hit that 1,000 mark and get those subscribers up. We're trying to hit 1,000. We're almost there. Keep coming on this journey with us. We're almost there. We're almost home. Keep it coming. Bring you the best. Nothing but the best right here on Yankees Digest. Bring you all things New York Yankees. But let's take it on home with this final piece right here. Don't help your ops. Don't help your ops. I'm going to say that one more time. Don't help your ops. The last thing you want to do, and I said this with everybody that's been in on the mix, you know what I mean? You know your competition, i.e. the Orioles and the Guardians and the Mariners, and the Dodgers even, Paredes included. You know your ops are going to get better, but don't help them. Don't help them. When you got the cream of the crop, when you got in the words of Randy Savage, the cream of the crop, when you got that in your sights, big game hunting, you're the New York Yankees. You get those deals done. There were a lot of teams that were in on Jazz Chisholm. Brian Cashman got it done. You have a new leadoff hitter. You got more pop to your batting order. I covered it in a previous video. Your offense and your batting order is better right now. The second Jazz Chisholm laces up and puts the pinstripes on. Hopefully the Philly series, because I'll be there in person for game 1. But you don't want to help your ops. And again, Yankees are one of 6 contending teams that are after. Again, shout out to John Heyman. Shout out to Josh Wilson. Yankees are one of 6 contending teams said prominently involved in trade talks for Marlins all-star left-hander Tanner Scott, who has look at this, hasn't allowed an earned run since June 13th, and is the most coveted closer on the market. This guy hasn't allowed a run in going on 2 months. And again, you're fighting with 6 teams for him, but again, you see this NY? They're different. Let's get back to that. Brian Cashman, I want you to wake up and choose violence. That's what I want. All right, and you did it with the Jazz Chisholm deal. Excellent. Slow clap. Trust me. Aaron Judge is happy. Some more protection in the lineup. Him and Soto. And again, Giancarlo's coming back as well. But the last thing you want to do is allow this guy to get to the Orioles. And yes, the Orioles have a loaded farm system they can offer, but the Yankees, their farm system's loaded too. All right, they can part ways with some big names there, here and there, maybe even a Spencer Jones. It might take a Spencer Jones. More than likely, it's going to take a Spencer Jones, possibly even a Martian. I don't care. I want to win the World Series. All right? I want to prove that Juan Soto is going to be here for more than a year. The Yankees have just as much on the line than anybody else. The Dodgers, who are in win now mode, the Orioles, who are in win now mode, the Phillies, who are in win now mode, they are in the same boat. All right, and this move right here to get him and keep him away from the ops, which are 5 other teams vying for his services. That's all that needs to be said. You get him in those pinstripes. You bring him to your bullpen. He bolsters your bullpen. Again, he is your closer day one. And trust me, Clay Holmes is not going to be upset about it. He'll get over it. If he is upset about it, who cares? All right, move over to the 8th inning. Do you want a ring? That's my question. Do you want a ring? All right, he's not going to have an ego like our oldest Chapman. He's not going to throw a hissy fit and go to Cuba and vow to never come back unless unless he gets his job back. Trust me. Tanner Scott will be your starting closer the day he is acquired, and it's a move that needs to happen. I know it. You guys know it. The Evil Empire knows it. Brian Cashman knows it. Hal Steinbrenner knows it. Michael Caine knows it. Jack Curry knows it. Ken Rosenthal knows it. Everyone knows it. You know what I mean? Aaron Judge knows it. Everyone knows it. This is a move that needs to happen, and it will happen, man. So Brian Cashman, get it done. Get it done. Bring Tanner Scott on home. Bring the Ohio native home, and make him a Yankee and make the Yankees bullpen great again. All right, but that's all for this episode here. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, keep coming on this journey. Again, the gang's all here. Woo. Gang's all here. And again, Yankees win a thriller against the Red Sox. We got the Philly series coming up right after the finale. I'll be there for game 1 in Philadelphia at Citizens Bank. I can't wait. I've never been there before. Only been outside for the cheesesteak festival a few years ago. But I'll be in attendance. I'll be recapping that game. And again, keep on coming to the show, to the party. Yankees Digest, bringing you all things New York Yankees. This has been Ugo Onyianta. Come on back, baby. Yahtzee. Peace.